Hello, and welcome to another episode of the I Hate Cooking show.
I hate cooking. I hate cooking. I hate cooking, but I love you.
Welcome back to the worst cooking show known to mankind. Today I'm going to be making a leftovers sandwich where you just basically take leftover ingredients from the fridge, put it between two pieces of bread, add some sauces, and call it a day, basically. Yes, it's true. These shorts fit really weird, and you're gonna see multiple angles of my butt looking really weird in these shorts. But alas, there's not much that can be done at this point. Also, I wear these shorts in the house, and this is recorded in the house, and I just cannot be bothered to put on jeans for you, dear general public. Anyways, I'm eating these potato things that my mom made. My mom's a great cook, so it's hard to want to cook. But yeah, they're really good. So a lot of these leftovers are from this gathering that my parents had a few days ago, that I couldn't attend because I had a show. So I didn't really need to prepare anything for this meal today, but you can use anything that you have, use whatever you happen to eat for dinner. It could be pasta, it could be pizza, it could be yogurt, it could be a quinoa salad, and put it between two pieces of bread. Add a little sauce, okay? You can have salty sauces, sweet sauces. You see what I said about my butt? It doesn't matter. I could have put these potato things in between the bread, but I had other potato, so I chose to use that instead. And that's essentially the essence of this recipe. The essence of the source of the recipe is just make a sandwich. Make a sandwich. Anyways, yeah, I couldn't hang out on Saturday because I had a sketch comedy competition. So I was in the city and we won. We won. It was two teams. It's a show called Bragging Rights and it's produced by Matt. Let me make sure I get his last name correct. It's an Italian last name. I'm not good at pronunciations and memorizations. But it was really fun. I had been a judge on this show before. Algozini. Matt Algozini produces it. I had been a judge on the show before, so I had some ideas of what I enjoyed. And then I was working with Harlem's Living in Color, artists, performers in that sketch comedy troupe, and so I had worked with them for a few sketch shows. I'm just pulling up my shorts to get them at Eaton height. Um, so it was good to be in a team full of people I'd worked with, and we knew each other's strengths and how we could, mesh well together and use our each other's strengths to the best possible effect. And so there was improvisation in certain scenes, and yeah, it was just really awesome to see everyone shine and us all just create something that we had fun performing. We didn't really care about winning or losing. Truly, we were just having fun and we won. So that's pretty awesome. It was a double win. So yeah, there's this potato thing that my mom had made. It's basically bao bhaji, which there's this dish called bao bhaji, which is bread and vegetables. That's literally what it means. Bao means bread, and bhaji means vegetables. And so the bhaji is usually a potato. It's a very spicy potato, along with other vegetables. And so that's kind of what that potato that I put on the bread was. It's a spicy potato. And then the sauces here that we have are the mint green sauce, a tamarind sauce, and then there's some green bell pepper and some tomato. And so I used those as toppings. It was kind of very spicy, but I can handle spicy. so I could handle it, but it did still make me react a little bit to the spiciness. Like I had some, like just runny nose. Anyways, that's TMI. But yeah, so the sketch show was fun. I've been enjoying sketch more and more. Initially, when I was learning it, it was definitely a new skill set. And then as I continued performing sketch, I realized that it could provide me a really great perspective on how I can approach stand up. I think with improv, I don't really thoroughly enjoy it because it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't, it just brings out the worst in me. Improv. Improv comedy, that's like finding things that you think are funny in the moment. And everything I think is funny is horrible. And all it does is make me feel like a horrible person. And improv comedy puts me on the spot in a way where I feel out of control. Whereas with sketch and stand up, there is a level of control that is good to have. Yeah, I was looking for a towel and then I realized that there isn't one. So, either way, like, sketch is helping me see my stand up persona as a character, which I never did. I always saw my stand up persona as me, as fully myself. And the way that I see myself and the depth in which I see myself, I don't know if other people perceive themselves in that way. So they don't really know like what it means to perceive someone else in that way. And so oftentimes when I present myself and the, multifaceted nature of my human existence, people are, it's not always taken well. However, doing sketch has helped me see myself from a bird's eye perspective, from a third person perspective, and um, it helps me approach my creativity, like what I say in my stand-up performances, better. And it just has helped my creative process too, because I'm like, okay, if this is the amount of understanding it takes to create a good joke on a topic that I enjoy, um, then let me just give it the proper time and attention that it deserves. Because sometimes I rush jokes that aren't ready yet because I'm really excited, but then it often gets misunderstood. So, I don't know, sometimes I hear comics say that they don't go to mics and stuff. I personally love to go to mics because it is a safe space to say things that are risky, that feel bad, and to be able to be held and have space to kind of just go. It's basically like therapy, but with more like, oh, I know what you're trying to do is get a joke and not try to work out this situation, which obviously, like, if you're working out a situation, you go to therapy for that. But if you're making a joke, you go to open mic. And yeah, so, anyways, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And there's always like stuff going on in my life that I don't share. And so, living life when you're this type of a person, sorry, I mean, I sound like an asshole, but like, look, I've done so many psychedelics. Like, I'm not gonna mesh into normal society, which, by the way, there's nothing wrong with psychedelics. If you want to have a spiritual awakening, go for it. Every single religion was founded on drug use, okay? Like, you're not gonna, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that you're able to regulate it and that you make sure that your brain health is healthy and you understand that your brain health is not secluded to just your brain. It's also attached to your soul and to your heart and to your gut, and it's a system. Anyways, I see that, comedy is also a system, and it's good to know the processes to develop it and improve it. And that's what I'm doing. Anyways, here's my idiot sandwich, and I mean, sorry, that's just so annoying for me to say. Here's my genius sandwich. Here's my leftover sandwich, and it was very spicy, but it was great. And that's the episode. So, I don't know what I just said, but like, comment, subscribe. Bye.